Hello, everybody. We're twinking today. I don't know. This hat eats me up, but that's all right. I think it is cute. It's got a big old brim, man. I feel like I'm under an umbrella. Umbrella.
You just told me I needed to straighten mine out. It's the very same hat, but you can tell because of the lighting.
See, I was thinking a little more hip-hoppy. Like, see, that's cute. Thoughts on the hat. Anyway, hello, everybody. It's Tuesday. We're going to get tweaky here in just a second. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because we're an arty-friendly bunch of folks. Best chat in town. I really tried to fix her thing, but she keeps coming in and out, so I don't really, she's big old head. Big head. There we go. I don't know. And then...
Okay, this is probably
this and this.
Where I'm going to be.
Okay. Boop. There we go. All right.
And you...
Hello in the chat. Thumbsy upsies. Yeah, I fixed that.
You already fixed it? Because I've whacked it 3 or 4 times getting my...
Anyway, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
See, I can't do that one. Let's say hello to everybody. The announcements are go over to Makers. That's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artist Facebook group. And over there you will find lots of things to do. Collage prompts, color prompts, reluctant journal things. Those are the 3 main things.
Seems like there's something else.
Swap. The swap.
Swap. Yeah. Hey,
and you still got a day.
Becky?
Becky?
You got me swapped up?
Well, not yet, because they haven't announced that yet.
Oh.
Still got a day.
Oh.
See? Still got a day. Participants. All right, here we go. You ready? Woo, we got quite the list today. Woo! 58 people here. Y'all get them thumbsy upsies, please.
Yeah, because I'm only
like it, share it, love it.
10.
Tell everybody about it. Lucy's here. Acme. Adrian. Alyssa. Art Curious by M&W. That is Miriam. Hello, Miriam. A Seminole Mind. That is Sue. Bling Auntie. Carol's here. Charlie. Cheese Fries. That's Sonia, right? Am I thinking about that right? No, or is
she's self-dialoguing. God knows she's not talking to me.
I don't know why I keep getting it mixed up. I don't know. I can't remember what Sonia one is because, it used to be Ari Sky. But then there's, I want to say Charlie Cheese Fries might be Sam. I don't know why I get those confused. Please accept my apology because my brain just, sometimes there's just stuff that says nope. Nope. Christy Hartman is here. Cookie Wookie, that's Mo. Darcy, Dana, Donna, Dorothy, Eddie, Elizabeth, Emma, Graham is here. Griffin Shell, that's Rhonda. Handy's Candy, that's Nancy. Ingrid, Jenny, Jennifer's Dog Life, Justin's here. Joanne, Carla, Linda Rance, Margie, Mary Brown, Michelle, Mike Crust, My Quiet Corner, that's Carol. Maya's here, Myra, Nancy Lee. Not quite there yet. Are you new? Let us know. Give me a name and I'll... Obviously, I wasn't, showing my best skill set there at the beginning. Patty C. Pinka, Planet Creative Studios. That's Estella. Seabasket. That's Cheryl. Cepha. Somebody else came in there. Simply Lizette. SWL. That is Sherry. And Zal is here. And Robin popped in there. If I missed you, I think I missed Lydia. Give me some extra pinky hello hands and I will get you helloed. Belinda, like Belinda did there, and Paula K. I do good with the pinky hello hands. Hello, Lorraine. All right, my arty friends. What's up, Patricia? What do I need to go topside or do you? Okay, she's ready. Go topside.
I'm ready. Well, I think I am. I don't know. Sometimes I think you can over-prepare and it makes it less spontaneous. I'm all about spontaneity.
Okay, did you make sure that you removed whatever address? I mean, ours is
fine. I did. I put it on the back because I really liked the label. I wanted to keep it.
Okay.
But you can't see it on the front.
It's just from Joni.
This is from Joni, and I'm going to cut that out.
That's her stamp.
And save it.
It's one of her stamps.
And I'm going to cut that out, too, and save that. And I'm really intrigued about this.
Thank you, Karen. Hello. That's slapping paint on paper. That's Karen. Hello, Ellen B.
See, J. Marone, she signed it. This is some of that
Hi, Jennifer.
cold wax stuff. I don't know about it, but I'm pretty sure I would like it.
She wants to know more about it.
I want to know more about it, and I guess I just need to get on the YouTube and watch some people do it.
Hey, if you have somebody in particular that you like to watch, shoot that over to her in the lightning bolt.
Yeah, because then it'll take me a lot less time to do my research. But anyway, I love it. I love everything about it. It has wonderful actual texture, and then it has visual texture, and it's got nice swoopy lines going on here and repetition, and it's kind of grungy.
All the things. Well done, Joni.
All the good things. All right, Mariah, I'm handing this across so that it can go up on our.
And again, I need to
get all that. I'm keeping this over here in my stash.
It feels fabulous.
I'm going to do something with. All right. Well, I've got things to talk to y'all about, and some of it's you know.
Hi, Tegan.
What I did is I came through and I wrote these things on the top of the lid.
I think that's a fabulous.
Because I grabbed the wrong one the other day. And it contributed to a problem that I have. Kitty. Yeah. He was upset with me because I gave him he's been taking medicine and he doesn't do it willingly. I know, baby.
But he is feeling better. I know he is.
I know.
Because he's been doing things that he used to do that he wasn't doing for a while.
Okay. Yes, I know. Run along now. Go see your daddy. Meow at him.
Hi, Lexi.
He can feed you some more. All right. These are all my little cut-offs from my
He's just a grumpy kitty. I don't think he's sad kitty.
Oh, he's not. He's
feeling a lot better.
He's a very sweet kitty. They love him at the vet. All of them come in to visit him. Pretty cute. Anywho, so this is my leftover. I'm going to just put these in with the envelopes that I'm creating with the all the little books.
Hello, Peggy.
What I've been doing is
clever devil.
I've been going through, Kitty. I'm through petting you. Okay. You need to go see your daddy. Go see your daddy. Gave me one of those looks. Okay, let me find one that I've actually done something with here.
Hello, Shauna.
I didn't do anything with that one yet. But anyway, what I'm doing is as I find things that I think would go with whatever you're doing in the little book, to make little hope-de-doo things in it. I'm trying to find one that I actually did something to that looks,
Okay, so see, Charlie Cheese Fries is Sam. And then why do I mix that up with Sonia? Because hers is Ginger Snap. Why is Charlie Cheese Fries and Ginger Snap? Like, that gets a crossover in my brain.
Food.
It's food items.
That's as close as I can get you on that one. Okay, so we have these little things that we send our things in. So I'm just putting them in here. And then on this one, see, I took these little pieces of paper and put down here. And then I've got some more little pieces of paper that you can decorate your own pages as you go along. Now, isn't that brilliant?
I tell you, lady.
Now,
doing it up right.
I am doing it up right. And I'm going to write one.
Sweet and salty snacks. Yes, that's what it is. Salty. I would like them, although I'm not a huge fan of Ginger Snap. It depends. Oh, she loves them.
I love them. There's no such thing as a bad Ginger Snap.
I will eat one, and then I'm just sad that it's not some other kind of cookie.
I like Ginger Snaps, and I like gingerbread.
She likes it.
I like anything with ginger. I use way too much ginger in my curry, according to everyone else but me.
According to everyone.
So, whatever. I'm okay with that. But anyway, I'm going to put some of these little...
That's okay.
These little pieces of this very nice carnival wet strength tissue in each one of those little things. And then you can stamp on these and use them in their book.
Look at you. I'm telling you, this giveaway is getting good. Now, if we could just get the 13,000 and, you know, get to a point where we can sort things out, and we have a ton of IMPPs and we need to make them into like packets, and because that's usually what we do. That's part of the process.
Yes, and it does. It takes almost a whole entire day to do it, or 2 half days.
But Izzy's back at school. School
I know,
started
we
today
really should
for
have jumped
reals.
on that while. Yeah, it works better when she's not involved.
There's pluses and minuses
There
to
are.
it both. Like, I like to be able to stay up, which is kind of nice, because I get to hang out with y'all a lot more online if she's
And
not
she
at
gets
school.
to hang
but,
out with me a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Hello, Jeanette.
this little card here has
I
had
do like
many
ginger,
lives.
Ginger beer. Now, I am a fan of the ginger beer.
Oh yeah, I like that too.
I like that. Just not the ginger snaps. I don't want it in my cookies. Just keep it out of the cookies. I'll take it liquid.
Can we move along here? Are you finished?
Hey, listen, this is what it feels like on Mondays
tirade?
sometimes, you know?
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
letting you know. Love you. Okay, carry on. Doesn't this look fabulous? The gargoyle really has come around. Literally come around.
Seriously. Okay. So this is how I work. This is how my art happens. And when people talk about planning, I just say pshaw.
Pshaw
Pshaw.
to planning.
To planning. I think you do need to somewhat, I mean, you know what you're doing, etc., etc.
A general idea.
You should have a very loosey-goosey general idea, jello, not concrete, most assuredly. So, this card just needed the gargoyle, but it...
He is peeved about something. Should I check on him?
Oh, I think he's just... So, anyhow, long story short, you can watch the whole process. It started out as just a watercolor, and then I drew around the little squares and made it look kind of like, you know, an old stone wall or something, and then decided it needed something else, and then the gargoyle came about.
Hello, Mimi.
Everybody remember that. Okay, so then I had these other cards that would watercolored Tambien. Right, can you see the little squares in the background there? And what's really cool, okay, so I totally screwed this one up. Here, let me tell you what I did. So I really wanted to get a little more transparency here, and I thought that this was actually...
Oh.
Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it stopped all of the interaction with the background, etc. Now, I'm going to see if we can actually add a bit of gloss to this to just maybe... It's not going to come through like it did on this one.
Yeah.
Okay? It's just not.
But hey, it was a good teaching tool.
It was a good... and it's still, you know, I mean, I think I'm going to cut these up and make them into ATCs.
Sure.
Because they're 5x7, so I can... There's 2 in each. I would have...
Hey, we can send one off to Becky.
Okay.
For her birthday. She wants ATCs. If y'all want to know about that, you need to go over to Makers.
Okay.
Look it up. Hashtag Becky's birthday.
So,
B-Day.
Basically, what happened here, this one, see how it's showing through, which I thought, and I dug out the old bubble stencil, which I don't even think we carry anymore.
Let me look that up. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Mo probably dropped it in there if we have it. Otherwise, she's probably looking for it and be like, good God.
I think you took it out.
We may have. This is kind of
because nobody wanted it. Now they're going to want it.
Well,
because...
we redid it. Sort of. Maybe. I don't know. Let me find out.
Okay, so what we've got here, we're not using this. We do not want matte. We want shiny bubbles. So this is going away. This is what I used on this one. And as you can see, it did not work very well. Is this? Yeah, okay. So we'll put that away for now. Now I've got this stuff here in Deco Art Americana. It says a brilliant brush on gloss glaze.
Are you going to tell them why we were upset with this?
Why we were upset with what?
What this triple thing? Okay, hey. Okay, set of 9, volume 1. You can get your bubble on.
All right, there you go.
There you go. It used to be its own thing, and then we were like, nah, because it is a tricky one to cut. This cat.
Well, I gave him his medicine a little late today. I wonder. Okay, I'm gonna.
That has not made him happy. What was a little late?
Like an hour.
Oh, wow. That would throw things.
I mean, I don't know. That hasn't been open like 100 years. We might have to have Brad come up and muscle it.
I need a man.
Well, while she's doing that, I'll talk about this. Okay, I don't know if you remember this one or not, but I spent a lot of time on this background on this, and I didn't like it after I got finished. So I used Beehive.
I said, no, I'm just gonna.
I'll just go over the top of it. But look how interesting it is.
It is pretty
And
trippy.
now we're going to use some stuff here. Okay, so I got out this stuff. Here it is. It's slow drying gel additive retarder. I'm
going to be right back. I'm going to have Brett. Because part of the problem, too, here, I just, you know, it's not about just needing a man, but you need somebody with a bigger hand.
Because it's a very fat lid.
It's fat, and I can't get the on it.
I hear you. I hear you.
Hey, we also need to talk about these hootie doos. Are we still going to give one to Nate?
I don't think so. It's just wasted.
I don't know. But here, I'm going to put it back here first.
All right, I'm going to.
I need to send one to Jennifer. They're smaller than I thought. This is so like, you know, internet like
size matters, but you don't know until you get it because they didn't put a ruler down there. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of liked it because I thought, you know, when you get finished with this, you can cut up your calendar and make little ATCs or whatever. Okay, yeah, these are the prints. And some, I don't know, you know, they don't show any of the shiny stuff. So there is that. But I don't hate it. It's just different, you know? Yeah, I'm going to send one to each one of my sisters. I love this one. It says sisters. Tomatoes.
There you go. Brad opened it. I loosened it, I'm sure.
Well, I loosened it before I handed it across to you. And remember, this one was a lot of metallic.
Now, if y'all want a printable version of this that's a little larger, like 8.5 by 11 kind of situation, just message. You need to email me. Email me. Okay,
so there it is. Yeah.
Now, some of these are going to go in the giveaways, so you'll get one. It'll, you know, be probably past.
All right, we need to get these.
January, but, you know.
Get these smokers out of here.
But one's going to Jennifer because she requested this. Let me fix her. No, how would it get? See, this is what I don't understand. Why do you think that it would get bonked? One, good God.
Stop it. See, it's almost perfect. Okay. No. All right, so here we go. I haven't got clean water. We've got clean paper. I mean, you know, holy cow. I don't know how you understand that, like, when you bonk it and you push it one way, then she just likes to grab it. I just want y'all to know that. Do what you will with that information. I'm just going to ignore you. I know. Feeling feisty today. I'm not feeling great as one of the reasons that, like, I don't know if I'm just having a resurgence. Well, I read somewhere it takes a long time to get over this stuff. So I'm just going to be real happy not to ever have it. Oh, sorry. Printable, yes. That means that you could print it at home if you wanted. Or yes, or you could take the file to Kinko's or, you know, one of those places and they'll do it up for you. Do it up for you. They might even put a little binder thing on it for you. All right, so here we have goopy stuff. See that? We're gonna try this on. I think my gargoyle needs a slightly more shiny whatever, but we're not gonna do that today because I've put all that stuff away. This is the most we're gonna do. Rhonda's waiting for new ink to put in her
her printer to print out the calendar. That's a good idea. And I apologize about that. Like, but it's one of those things. It's like, I mean, I could have made it a little more chill with the color, but then that, what, you know, where's the fun in that?
Oh, y'all watch Eddie today and that marvelous job that he did with the.
Oh, hello, Grace.
The framing of Cokie.
And hello, Kathy. All right, who else came in while I was sorry? I was getting opening jars and. Whew.
And this is also going to be good because it's going to set that little layer of watercolor, metallic watercolor that I put on there in an attempt to make the bubble shinier, which did not work, by the way.
This is the triple thick stuff, right?
This is the triple thick gloss.
Now, one of the reasons that like we were kind of mad at this stuff is we really thought it was gonna be thicker.
More thicker, yeah.
It's pretty, they say it's gel, but I wouldn't.
I think it's jelly. It's jelly.
It's a very loose gel. And ain't a thick gel, even though it's triple thick. I just don't like the name of it. It seems that it's a little misleading. That's my feelings. I have them. Hello, Teresa. Hello. Welcome. Lots of new folks.
Okay. Now we're going to let that dry and see if that stays shiny. But can you see it right now? It's shiny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it does stay shiny.
Yeah.
It's glossy.
Glossy.
Stuff.
Okay, we're going to gloss these little babies up. Because remember your paste, your come on, help me out here.
Gel.
Light and fluffy.
Oh.
Is matte.
Yes.
And it's even kind of chalky and dry, kind of. So you really have to pump it up if you want some. And I did go over these last night again with a kind of pink.
Clever Devil felt the same way about the triple thick. Seemed too close to regular thick gel glue. Exactly. Like I thought it was going to be thicker. If you say thick and you say triple thick, my assumption is that it's going to be thicker than the other stuff. Not true. I'll stop grabbing.
Now, see, I really love some of these bubbles because they really allowed the
it's more bubble-like. Like you'd be able to see through.
Transparency of bubbles,
That's what
that kind of thing. Now, I did have one more thing. If this doesn't make me happy, that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over them with iridescent, the pink. And I know this seems like a lot of, but see, I think it's already working.
Yes, I agree. This is a winner.
And this represents a lot of work here, this one little card. I don't know if y'all realize
it's been at least 8 streams.
Whoa! No, we don't want that shiny down there.
Right. You're going to want to clean that brush.
I've got water to stick it in.
Okay.
But bubbles should be glossy. Whoa. Now see, I got a bit of a string on that. Okay. We'll just put these over here. And
what are you talking about, Carla? I think I missed something. And yes, if y'all didn't watch Eddie earlier, he was live. He just comes and goes as he can because he lives with people, and we know that listen, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard enough even if you don't live with people, just the, outward world and whatnot. It's hard. But yeah, you need to go over and watch that. He did a fantastic job.
He did, and it was live.
And he did some image transfers, which is hard enough when you don't have an audience. People telling you to do
Eddie, I loved it. It just makes me so happy, and because he says always wet your brush. Well, it's not always wet your brush, but, you know, make sure that you don't have something in there that you had not anticipated being in there. God knows that happens here a lot. Okay, here we go. So I want you to look at this very closely.
I was feeling that too.
And the reason that we're going over this with this is I'm hoping that we're going to get some more bleeding through and things going on here, because I don't know what markers I used.
This is fun. It's like a little surprise. Oh, okay. That's so funny. So Carlo's talking about the handwritten instructions that you had supplied Eddie.
Oh, I know. Weren't they brilliant?
Yeah, he commented on how happy he was to have those. And the cute little notes at the end.
Mariah's not always happy to get those.
Well,
she gets grumpy on me and says, I don't know why you hand me these notes and it's just these little scribbly drawing things on there, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it.
That's not true.
And I want to tell her what she can do with it, but it would be nice to say here.
Sometimes I just don't understand what I'm being given. Okay. And I need further explanation.
I'm twisting this on because...
Did you kind of clean it too and a little wipe? Because I think
no,
what happens
sometimes I like for it to seal.
Well, I think that's what happened. So that's probably why it's still working.
That makes sure that next time that I need it, it'll be there. Now, I've got this other stuff, and I wish I had something to whip this onto.
Susan!
Maybe we've got to drag out one of the books back here. But I think this is quite nice.
And it does seem that something's kind of...
There's some things that are going on there.
I think things are happening.
I think they are.
Red is coming through.
We will check this. It seems. We will check back with her later. Oh, and I have to tell you before I get a bunch of stuff out here. So we know this is good stuff.
What's the
Brilliant brush on gloss glaze.
Okay,
and just ignore the triple thick, because we all agree that that's a bit of a oversell of their product. I think it's I would say it's nice and thick,
but it ain't triple.
I don't know if it's triple or not.
That seemed to.
Now the slow drying additive stuff is very loosey goosey. So you can see I haven't used very much of this. I've only used about that much, and I don't know why.
Because it's slow drying.
It's loosey-goosey.
And it's slow drying.
And it's slow drying, so this is...
It ain't a get her done.
This is probably not for you, Karen. She
likes to get her done.
Speed her upper, not slow her downer.
I ain't got time for that. She got that from Darcy. I love it.
Well, the only reason I have time for that is because I have multiple plates stacked up.
She keeps herself busy.
I keep myself busy doing something else. But now this glazing medium, this is so old. My God, I think I brought this from. Yeah, this is some of my husband's stuff.
Their date on.
I don't know what, but it's it's just still liquid. Glazing medium. So we've got that stuff too. We might see if we can do something with that.
Hey, Zippy.
Okay, I know Mariah showed you the books.
Well, you made me.
Oh, I just recommended it. I didn't know.
Oh, hey, in fact, hey, well, since you made me show your stuff, you want to look at that. Well, I didn't do what I told myself I was going to do because I got carried away because I was playing with my new markers. But hold it up into the technology, woman. Thank you. See that? It used to have words there.
Now it has a sky.
Now what I have to do is figure out, because I'm not going to cover that up because that's some good work right there. I got to do something else. And I did stuff on the mushroom because I was
well, you might just go ahead and use another card.
Maybe.
Have to.
Maybe.
Nobody said you just had to.
That's right.
All right, so I don't think did you show you, I don't think you showed the leaves because I don't think I had them done yet. But I've put the leaves in with gesso. I just haven't gone over them with green yet. You've seen this.
Oh, Susan wants to know that glaze is quicker than the triple thick embossing powder I have. But how long to dry?
Oh, that's a very good question. I don't not know that.
It's been a while since we've messed around with this stuff. And
yeah. But oh, look here. See, it's starting.
I knew that red was coming through.
Some of that stuff. Got it a little thicker in some places than others, and I think that's okay. It makes it interesting. But we will report back to you on the drying time on that. You know, if that's an issue for you. Okay, so we've got this one, and this would be a good candidate for some of that glazy stuff. And this, what I want to do on this one,
I love that one.
I know. I want to do some fish on tissue paper.
Jenny says, according to the product details, 2 hours.
Well, I guess we won't be doing anything else with that.
Well, we'll keep looking at it.
We'll keep looking at it.
So, baby, what it should be is like, since we're just 30 minutes in, you know, it should be ish by the end of the
we're going to do something with this. And that's my idea on this. I'm going to do some triple glazing on this and make it shiny. You'll just be absolutely gobsmacked what happens there when you put that stuff on top of this dry looking watercolor. Okay, so those need working on. I've really been thinking, and I just wanted to get feedback from y'all. Would you like to have your own just plain flower and color it yourself? Let me know. I just really don't think this needs anything else. I just love it like it is.
I mean, whoever embossed that did a bang-up job.
And the same way with this one, because I've already done one of these. Where's it? Oh, it's not here. And y'all saw this in the lines. All I did is took a ruler and went in there and, you know, tried to.
And we're proud of her about that.
Kind of get them sort of. And this is messed up here, but I think things could be done there, you know, with the leaves. I wouldn't even worry about that. I came in and did the, but I think what I'm going to come back in and do is do some dots in there to indicate the center texture, because I kind of think they need that. And then I'm really, really tempted, and I've done this before, go back over there and just do the petals with the gloss.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And I'm leaving this just like it is because I love it so much.
I know, I do too. It looks so good. Sometimes simple is good. You know, we can mark the giveaways with a few of them that are
extra special.
Well, ones that are color your own, or ones that have already been, and then we can ask the folks as we do the giveaways which one they might want.
You know, which one do you want to put your name in on? Well, isn't that how we kind of did that one?
Well, we've done it. We've done so many giveaways, y'all. We've done it all kinds of ways. My favorite way to do the giveaways is that we number the darn things. And then we just say, hey, this is the one that's up next. Whoever wins, then I put their name on it.
Yeah.
Because the whole, like, picket thing is hard because then, you know, y'all have to pay attention and chat. And we have to wait for people to respond back. It's a slower process. I'm not against it. Just saying.
Just saying.
These are things that we need to keep in mind. I don't know if that would work on the gesso, Robin. And she won't use the bleach.
What?
Nothing. I love you.
I want to know. I'm gonna stop reading. I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing here, and I'm gonna read that chat.
Well, Robin wants you to use bleach on a Q-tip. How do you feel about that?
I'm not using bleach.
I answered that.
I had a horrible experience. I had a really cool. I should show them that shirt.
Oh, I know. She's real upset about it. And ever since then, she doesn't even use, like, she's
I can't stand the smell.
She's a
I'm a no bleacher.
She's a no bleacher.
Okay. Make a long story short.
Yeah. But yes. Oh, and she didn't realize it was gessoed. Because I was like, I don't think that the bleach would work with the gesso. She was thinking it was like fabric.
Okay, so, I could spend a lot of time and make that perfect, but I don't really need it to be perfect. I just need it to mask off that part right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where's some of this crap tape I've got over here?
I love that Eddie kept referring to it as crap tape. Like, we know you've been watching PMR in a studio if you refer to your washi tape as crap tape. We know.
We know what you're talking about. All right. Like I said, this doesn't have to be FP by anyone's standards. And I better not be getting this stuff. I'm going to be so mad.
Listen, lady, I don't know what to tell you. We live together.
Hey, I had some extra time the other day, and I cleaned up all my... I was getting kind of cleany. I'm really worried about it.
She might be sick.
Might be sick.
It's kind of like, when you have a baby, you get all, like, nasty and whatever first. You're getting sick.
Okay,
like,
so you want to use this, because see what happens here?
Yeah.
This is not good.
No.
I hate to waste that, but it's not...
And no bueno.
It's no bueno. It's chunky and ugly.
It's not spreadable.
It's not spreadable.
You really need texture paste to be spreadable.
You really do. And you really need to make sure that your lid's on good.
Yeah, we are very close. And we kind of go up and then we go down. I don't know. People just, I don't know. Maybe they find out some things about us that they didn't realize when they first joined, which is fair. Whatever. Hello,
Yeah.
Tom. Hello, Ann. She's coming in as Tom. She's got another Kathy Carl situation here. It's fine. I usually could work that one out. I'm happy to have you, Ann. Oh, yeah, we're way past the 12. We're almost at 13. That's okay. Oh, that's fab.
Fantastic.
Oh, okay. So I need to let everybody know that, because we've got some new folks here. If there's something that you're like, oh, what is that? That's really cool. How do I get that?
Can you...
Everything that we show here.
In the...
I will.
Por favor.
PM Artist Studio is available on our website. This particular little one that I'm going to go wash for P, this is the Celestial Gateway.
I made a whole book out of that. We should
did.
drag that book out and show it.
We should.
I don't know where it is.
It's right up here. But I'm going to go put this, because you don't want this stuff drying up on your stencils. You'll be real sad.
You do not.
Because it does not necessarily, like, soak off. It's not one of those.
I've ruined two. I just didn't believe it the first time, so I had to do it again to make sure that
was true.
Okay, now, see this area down here? I want to do some more down there. But when you do these and you want multiple whatevers, you kind of have to be patient. This isn't one of those things that you can just go on and do the next little whatever. But you can kind of, those areas that you wanted to make sure that there wasn't a sharp edge there or whatever. Then when I saw this, I just thought, this just goes so well with the skull.
Anyway, links are over there in chat.
So anyhow, this was one of my tweak it, and I probably got that all over my sleeve. But this is a shirt that I don't care about anymore.
It's a painty shirt.
It's a painty shirt. It's got a bunch of stuff on the front here that I tried to cover up with my necklaces, but it didn't quite work out that way. They needed to be a bit longer. Okay, look at that. I think this is starting to look really, really cool. All right. That back over here out of the way. Now, what else did I want to do here? I will do the glazing on these other cards that I told you about later on. And you also know that I am...
no, that was not white gesso. So that is the Crafters Workshop Light and Fluffy Texture Paste. It is our most favorite texture paste. Now, FYI, it is a little pricey, But then again, you might kind of check it out like ounces wise, and I'm telling you, there's just nothing like the light and fluffy.
There really isn't, and I've used
done a lot of them. And
yeah,
even the whipped ones, they just aren't as good or as like the bright whiteness of it, all the things. We like it.
And it is light. I am going to watercolor over these, but first I need to use the watercolor medium. It's coming. It's been ordered.
Yes.
I have a tiny...
But I think it's all on, like, everything was on back order. Everything was on back order. So it's going to be a little bit. I don't know. Hey, Blick. Blick.
Well, that's very disappointing.
I do think that my new clear embossing powder's downstairs. I think it's delivered.
Okay, so I saw...
Yeah, it is. It's super pricey in the UK. I apologize for that. So the next one, like the next backup would be, I think there's one that's called Whipped. And it might be like a golden product. I think. Or, Eddie, what's the one that you use? Eddie uses a good one. And he said that it's not as pricey as the... He'll let us know.
Okay, so I had my stencil soaking for some time, and this is as clean as it came out. I don't care about that. I wanted it to get the areas where it had started building up.
And she needed to open the orifices.
Or open up the orifices. Same thing with this one, and I some of my O's were almost shut. And then remember this little jobber?
She's been fighting with this thing since the beginning.
This is number 2. I don't know what happened to number 1.
Well,
what happened to it? And I got a little carried away. I was doing this when I was watching something.
Oh, Eddie uses the Liquitex modeling paste. He likes the Liquitex products.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
When you mess up, and you remember, this is, once you pay for these, we don't care what you do to them.
Yeah.
Just make sure you say that, you got them at PMR Studio. That's the only part we care about.
We really do.
The rest of it, you can just do whatever your little heart desires. So, this is really important, and I had to have it cleaned today.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be part of my...
Number 1, the paper did get stuck real bad.
Oh, yeah. I tried to get it off. Sometimes I can use the llama squirter.
And then I think we glued it down or did something with it.
I don't know what happened. Why it was just so terrible. But look at how cool this looks. I mean, look at that texture on that. Isn't that wonderful?
It is. This is Geo Poly. She has altered the edges. If you didn't catch all that business.
Yes.
She cuts the edges.
I have altered the edges.
And Eddie has a new video out. There's a video for that. Showing how he cut his. And he went through the things.
Did you see the one he did on his sort of long haul thing today? I want to know why I don't have that.
Because it's brand new. You do have it. It's over there in the brand new pile. Like, it just came out. Don't look at me like that, lady. Here, I'll give it to you. Right here.
Oh, see?
Watch, she's getting attitude. Rudeness.
Well, I needed that.
Here, and I'll even give you the
all
outer bits if you want. Y'all need to ask for that.
You need to ask for outer bits.
And inner bits if you want them.
Okay, let me tell you sometimes what I do with these. Is I will cut it down here. And I'll cut this one down here. And then I'll tape them together.
And then you make a whole new little thing.
Make a whole new little thing.
It's Frankenstencil. There's a video for that somewhere.
There is. And, I might do that sometime. Again. Just for those of you who... when I watched Eddie do this today,
Can we just chuckle for a second here? I just want y'all know that the fact that I get to say, but there's a video for that, I get, it comes up in my brain so often, and even when, like, Eddie's doing something, or I'm watching another one, or this or that, I'm like, there's a video for that. Basically when somebody says, but I have another video, even Carrie, he's like, there's links down below for that video, because it's like, after a while, you're like, I've done this a few times, so there's a video for that.
And I was just chuckling today because Eddie and his transfers. It seems to me like when you get a transfer, it's when you least expect it.
I wanted to tell, like, okay, I was on my phone, so that was one thing, which he was probably thankful that I couldn't type as much as I really wanted to. And then I told him I was going to talk smack later, so I guess here's the smack snap.
I read that part. Because I was trying to clean all this off over here so I could put prints down.
I was like, you want it too bad. You need.
I was listening.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like if you want it, it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
That's the Murphy's Law.
Okay, so I was just looking at this and I thought, oh my gosh, this would go so good with what I want to do today as far as my, because Mariah has challenged me. She says, you need to put your money where your mouth is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're getting to that part. Very good. I love it.
And I'm going to try to get rid of these because we've got a lot going on here on this table here. You know, when I get the big ones out here, I feel a little
cramped.
And I'm going to continue drinking water because if I start drinking alcohol, I will probably have to take a nap later on, and I don't think I have time for that because my husband's expecting me to help him make dinner.
I ain't got time for that.
I don't have time for that. All right, here we go. All right, so keep this in mind, what you see right now, because we're going to use that. I'm just so happy that
exactly.
Sometimes I think I have things, and then I don't have things, and sometimes I have things, and I don't know where they are. All right, we're going to pull this bad boy right off the bat because I want to talk about some things here.
Let's talk about it.
I'm hoping we don't have dry areas because you see this over here?
You tested it the other day. You felt pretty confident.
I did on this edge.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't let me go any further. And look what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But not all is lost, ladies and gents.
Come back around and grab that stuff.
You know, I know when this first happened to me, I was just so mad about it that I just couldn't, you know, get past that mad part.
What is it? I was so mad I could spit. And
yeah.
Something like that.
But here's the dealio. We know that a lot of this is not going to come up. Mm-hmm. I can just tell you right now. It doesn't matter how much I want it to. Doesn't matter how much I crack it or whatever. It's just not going to come up because I did not have
enough paint.
My paint got dry before I wanted it to.
That's the tricky part about these big plates.
I'm going to be very happy if I can get this off without tearing the paper. Now, that'll irk me. Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go.
No, it really has everything to do, Susan, with the fact that she did not have enough paint down there. Because it was, that's...
And remember, this was what I should have been using, and I have it over here. So, I don't know sometimes why I do things the way I do things. But this is, I'm going to have to do this off camera. But you can, I mean, you get the idea of what's going on here, right?
It's going to take a while.
It's going to take a while. Now, you saw me come back and hit this edge with some more paint. And look at that. See how the difference between this and this? You will know you have enough paint down when you see it and it gets on your fingers going through the
exactly
the back side of the paper. And this was a really wonderful print, and it's still going to be great.
Hey, here's my thought. Like, once you get it up, then you can do another McCoy mashup on it.
Here on these ball spots.
Yeah.
And this makes
redemption.
A
McCoy mashup redemption tour. Stay tuned. It won't be today. She needs to get that thing off of there.
Get that thing off there. Now, the other thing I could do.
Oh, now that's an interesting thought. I don't know. So Susan says, what if you had dampened the paper?
Okay, if while it was still wet.
I think you could. Maybe.
I think you might be onto something there. We need to test that out.
Or hey, what about even right now?
I don't
know. On the back side using like matte medium.
It's just going to grab onto the paper. It's not going to sink through and grab onto what's underneath. I do not think. I do not know that for sure.
We're going to talk about it later off camera.
Talk about
I have to get ugly with her. I don't like to do that in front of y'all.
She doesn't mind doing it later. She browbeats me
Not physically.
into submission.
Just with my words. I use my words. This is not elder abuse.
Verbally pummels me about the neck and shoulders.
And I know that y'all are feeling like, yeah, she can't, hold her own. Ooh, hey, Candy.
Now, I think that's some pretty spectacular business going on there.
I like a lot. Yeah, I think so, Carla. But like, it has to be within that early time frame, so it was still sticky underneath, so it would penetrate in through. That's why I feel like if she comes in from the backside with like the airbrush medium or one of the extenders.
Well, we're gonna have to do that on. I'm not.
You don't want to do it on that one?
No, I'm not willing to
test that out. Okay.
I will experiment on some things, but I'm not experimenting on that because I really like it a lot. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, I don't want to talk about that right now.
It's one of those. You're not ready?
I'm not ready to talk about it right now.
Okay.
I'll talk about it later. Here's some yellow and purple, y'all.
Oh, Amy K just got her new order. We can't wait to see what you do with them, Amy. You need to, hey, any of y'all, I want you to know, whether you have channels or not, or, I mean, who's it, what's it? If you are not part of Makers, please go over there. That's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. That's where we would love to love upon you. If you share your artwork and the things that you make, or if you have questions, or if you just want to hang out and chit chat with people in their comment section, that's fabulous too. Get to know people. We do that over there, Makers. There's links in the chat to get over there. Now, second part to that. If you are here on the YouTubes and we don't know that, and you're doing videos and you're showing PMR Studio products and you're loving upon any one of the designers or all of us or some of, just a few of it, whatever. We want to know about it. You need to let us know. One of the places to do that would also be Makers. We welcome people to post their videos, especially if they are utilizing PMR Studio stuff. We do allow other videos to be posted there. There are some things that don't get posted, but that is to my discretion, and you'll know when you know.
And I don't never make those decisions because I don't know how.
That's right.
And trust me, if I knew how, I would.
She would. She doesn't need that kind of power.
I had it once, but it was taken away because I did not use it appropriately.
Well, she doesn't always know when she's in Makers and when she's not. So, like, there's that thing. Because then she started griping about something. I'm like, I have no control over that. It wasn't even in Makers. I'm like, you don't need access to this business.
Look at these colors, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, this is just so wonderful.
Oh, wonderful, Amy K. Hey, and I would suggest also, oh God, this is so pretty. But I do need to talk about this. Since I have a lot of other channel maker people, who's it, what's it here. If you are using a particular designer's products or, designs, you may want to coordinate with them. Talk to them. And then maybe even collab with them. See, now here's the thing. If you use it for 2 seconds in the video, I don't know if that's necessarily worthy of a, collaboration. But if you use it throughout the video, heck yeah. Okay, and let me know.
I'm going to remove this because I don't want my thing to get stuck.
We need to oogle at this.
I need a new thing because the sticky stuff on that one is just giving up the ghost.
And if you don't know how to collab and you want to understand what the heck I'm talking about, reach out to me. I'll chit chat with you about it. This is so pretty.
I got to get a stickier mat here. This is just...
She's not sticky enough.
Not sticky enough. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's almost as good as the other one.
Wonderful, Liz. Thank you. That is so wonderful.
Okay, I think that's a bit stickier. I like this other one for. This is what I put stuff down on when I'm.
The rub-offs.
Yeah. And I don't want to mess up my beautiful paper that I have here. Look at this. Isn't this just...
Yes.
Makes my heart sing.
I'm all proud of you because it's a little happy slappy for you.
It is a little happy slappy. It is a little happy slappy. And somebody says I am in complete awe. I'm in complete awe of it too. And let me tell you what. I have been, and I'm going to share this with you because I think you might want to know. I have been working on organizing my stencils, and this is when I clean. It's when it becomes so miserable.
She has no other.
That I have no other option.
It's like, oh God, I really need to clean because like this is a necessity. This is gonna get me I need to get.
I can't find what I need when I need it. And I wasn't allowed to show you this the other day. Well, I wasn't because it was downstairs and
I gave it back to her. I took a picture of it. It's not in the shop yet, and it will be at some point in time. I need a little break. I need a little break, y'all.
Where is the other one? See, I tried to get these kind of into some semblance of likenesses. There it is. But I'm very proud of these. Okay. So, I wanted to use this one, but I didn't like the straight edges on it because I think that takes away from the quality of the print. Like if this had been straight here, it wouldn't be nearly as cool.
Karen is coming around. Like she's even starting to, she ventured in. She ventured in. You could tell like she didn't go all in. But she did. She made those edges a little more curvy. She's getting there. She's getting there.
It is a process, believe me. When I first started, I mean, my heart was beating so fast. I was going, oh my gosh. And right now, they won't cut me anything else because they're cutting stuff for y'all.
I got orders.
Oh, I drew on the edges of this one. This took a lot of thinking because if you had cut it in certain areas, you would have had a big floppy piece there. Do you see what I'm saying? And the big floppy pieces, they don't work so very well when you are getting ready to pull it up. This one's still kind of iffy in a couple of spots.
And that's the fern pods. I think it's fern pods.
And there's a big one of these.
Yeah, it comes in, I think it comes in the three sizes. And obviously, because you have the little there.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so the reason I am focusing on altering these smaller ones for the McCoy mashup technique is because I think you get more bang for your buck. You can do some more interesting things. Whereas if you're using one of those big stencils, it takes up a lot of space. Or it hangs out over the edge. And you've noticed, I don't have a lot of room for hanging over here. Because I have hanging over myself. And the hanging over...
It's built in.
Yes, it interrupts the other hanging over. Okay, so what I've done is I've tried to kind of put these together. And you noticed the other day when we were talking about it, it was kind of cool because Brad would point out certain things that I hadn't thought of. But as soon as he said it, it was like, yeah, that makes total sense.
Welcome to my life.
And I didn't always go with it, but I can entertain a thought without accepting it. I'm just that kind of person. Okay, so I've just gone through and put these into categories here. So these are all kind of squared off. And this, I think, is now in the shop. Yeah?
No.
Not yet?
I haven't put any of these. Yeah.
It needs to be in there. Because what it is it's in between. And what I need to do is I need to cut up gauze and put in here. If I cut up one of the big one, I'll have that what I need. But can you see, I think these all kind of feel like they go together.
No, we use Cricut, but some of our designers have the scan and cut.
Oh.
We had a technical question in the chat. Yeah.
I just think that I just feel like that these would work well with the others in here. So when I pull them out and I get ready to use them,
they're ready to go.
They're ready to go. Oh, look, here's a gauze.
It is. No.
Oh, no, this is Wonky Net.
That's Wonky Net. That's what Wonky Net became.
Yes, that first one that you saw
was OG Wonky Net.
But the size of the scale of the squares is what it's all about.
Oh, I think it would, Carla, for sure.
Look at how cool. You can just, sometimes you just really get an idea when you lay this on top of, okay, look what's going to show through. You know, that kind of thing. Anyhow, that's what I've been doing. And that's one of the reasons I couldn't comment as much as I wanted to, because I was trying to get this all ready, because it was just all over.
Everywhere.
It had exploded and taken over the surface, and I was trying to decide what would go with what. And some of them, I still might, you know, change them out. Like I've got pieces of the snakeskin in here, as well as over yonder. And anyhow, that's what I've been doing. And I did alter some more edges. And
that's how we became friends with Darcy. It's through Wonky Net.
Okay.
She sent me squirrels.
Yeah, I saw Darcy's squirrel.
Every time I always think of Darcy when I see a squirrel.
And I do squirrel.
With, you know, hearts in my heart. And onion skin paper. That's right. That's right.
And I loved how Eddie was cracking his edges today.
Hey, he's a
and it doesn't
he's got good habits. That's how I'm going to say that.
The thing about it is it doesn't always work, but it does help you get started, and you can kind of go along. You can go, okay, well, I think I maybe need to give a little more. See how that's what's happening right there? I don't know if you can see that.
Well, hanger on her.
Hanger on her.
And those cause runners.
They do. And did you hear that little pop?
Mm-hmm. He's an OG edge cracker. Mm-hmm.
And what happens is if it's the edge of the plate and you have a large buildup there.
That's the overhang.
The overhang.
Hanger on her.
This is another one that you're just going to be gobsmacked about how wonderful it is.
I should be recording these, but I'm just not feeling real, you know, like putting up the shorts and who's it, what's it. I know.
It's all right. I forgive you.
Thank you.
I just, the only thing that's going to upset me is if I can't do what I'm doing right now. Then I'm going to start, you know, pissing and moaning.
Yeah. What are you doing right now?
Pulling prints.
Oh, okay.
Making prints.
Okay, I just wasn't sure.
The rest of that stuff is just
cherry on top.
Or, you know, nuts in the brownie.
Nuts in the brown. That's funny.
Look at that. That's not going to make any difference because it's solid. The last color was opaque.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that just...
This one's got a different vibe to it than the... I like the more, you know, pastel-y happy colors. Who's it, what's it? But yeah, this is...
Remember when we put down the copper layer?
Yeah.
And it didn't do quite what I wanted it to do?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot of paint there, lady.
There was a lot of paint, but see how it haloed out, and look at how lacy some of those little...
That is pretty. This is one that you gotta really kind of get up close to appreciate all the things that are happening. You know, if it's at the museum, you need to stand up closer, and then they tell you to step back
and look at it longer.
Yeah. So you're too close. Don't breathe on the paintings.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Becky.
Hi, Becky. Okay, now these just look pretty good.
Which one is? This is just a 2-layer, isn't it?
I really can't remember. No, 3.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is the one I was a little sad that you went the route that you went with it.
Yeah, and I was irked about the, lameness of the apricot.
Apricot, she says.
We have some downstairs. I'm gonna eat some. Van got some there really good.
That is quite pretty.
I just think it's much more vibrant and has a lot more.
I wanted it to be pulled. I wanted it to be pulled with like the light purple. That would have made me happier. But I think this is cool too.
You can't go wrong with light red era.
It's the light red orange.
Light red orange.
Seriously, it really is a fabulous color.
If you wanted to put 2 colors together, the purple and the light red orange are magical. Magical. Alrighty. I think that is the last one. All right. So I promised Mariah today that we would do my version of.
I hope I said that right. Mo. She gave me info.
Here, we've got one more. We've got to get something on this because I think this
when
is.
When did you do that?
I did this the other day.
Not on stream.
No.
Okay. Sometimes you mess with my brain because I'm like, good God, where was I?
All right. So what happened here was this. This was a rub off.
Mm-hmm.
And I really should have kept some of these to show you the prints because I made some really excellent prints with this. But I think that they went into packets.
Ah, so some of y'all are getting those most excellent prints.
Yeah, you're getting those most excellent.
I mentioned it, Becky.
Oh, mentioned what?
Oh, and actually that is a really good mention as well. I'll be able to be there for about 30 minutes, but then it's bedtime. And we get real serious about that around here. But Becky and Karen are going to be on later at 8 p.m. Central Time. Is that right? Yes. She's going to teach her how to string some beads.
Oh.
Bead stringing.
All right.
Thank you, Anne. Well, my hair was not being very nice today. And then I asked P, I was like, hey, were you looking for your other hat? Because it was underneath some stuff over here. She's like, yeah, I was. And she's like, well, why don't you wear that one? I was like, oh, no, I don't want to wear that one because it's too big. But this one's too big, too. But, I still. It did go with the outfit, so.
Yes. Okay, so we need to talk about what we're going to pull this with here. And the things that we need to.
Neary. Okay. Wonderful.
What is it?
Or is it Nairi? Okay. I hear you, girl.
Well, see, these hats are the same. The one I have on is Vans, and he doesn't like it.
And they have different.
He likes his Tilly hat. He doesn't like these.
But look at that lining. Sounds pretty groovy.
Yeah.
I gotta itch my head.
Mine has good lining in it too. My friend in Anchorage, who is a seamstress extraordinaire from Kazakhstan.
Well, let me tell
Sandoval.
you, Nancy, like, she about like just she read your comment, and I mean the giddiness in her voice, hearing about your mannequins. Yeah, see, look at that. See?
Oh yes.
She says, "Where does Nancy live?
Where does she live? Can we go and visit her?" Marcy.
And thankfully, Nancy, you don't live too close. I'm sorry. I love you. I think it'd be fabulous. But hearing that, I'm like, I don't know.
I would come over to peruse your
That's right.
mannequins.
She'd come stay and hang, and y'all could.
And we could do things with mannequin parts. I've always wanted to do that.
Yes.
But and I told you I have a hand with a glove hand.
I do. Yeah, it's right up there. Back behind there.
Yeah, can you see it?
Hold on.
I can't
See
reach
it there.
I can't reach it. But anyway, I've got
Somebody
that.
should give her a hand.
And then I have some glass hands.
Yes, I have glass hands down. She has these things around, but they're,
Yes. Okay, so what we want to talk about here, and I want to bring in the color wheel because we're going to use this more extensively here in a moment to do our color combo challenge. So what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at transparencies, and what's very cool is you see where it's gone, that the blue has gone over the red. So we've got a good transparency thing going here. Now we need to talk about what happens if we put, because what we've got here is we've got this side of the color wheel.
Oh, you need to get in the frame there. There you go.
This side of the color wheel here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, this side.
Yeah, there you go.
This side. This side here is the opposite. Now we kind of went up a little bit here because you could term this as more of a blue-green, intermediate blue-green. But it sort of ends maybe across here because we don't have any orange. Well, what happens if we put orange and we use my favorite, our light red orange here? What that's going to do is going to pump up the pinky area. And then it's going to be this bright orange in between there. Now, what's going to happen to the blue?
It's going to brown out.
It's going to brown out. So you have to think, well, is that what I want to happen here? Now, I think that sounds perfectly.
She loves that idea.
I love that idea. Okay. Now we have another option here. We could go in with, say, a light, where is mine? Here it is. A light phthalo. That's kind of pukey.
Personally, I would choose this. That would be the route I would go.
That would be the route you'd go. We've got this.
Now
isoindoline.
Now you get
yellow,
froggy and peachy.
And we've moved to the opposite side of our color wheel here. And I don't know that we want to do that, because then what we're probably going to be doing here is it'll still be okay where the pink is, but where you see blue is going to be green.
It'll be froggy and peachy.
It'll be froggy and peachy. And you have to think about that. I'm not sure that that's where I want to go with that. So we're going to put that back over here. Goes in there.
Nancy Lee's going to post and make her. She's going to include the lamp that she made.
Yes.
She really wanted to see that. Yeah.
Yes. Remember in the Christmas story, the leg lamp?
Hello, Bruja.
I
Eric.
loved it so much. Just loved it so much. It just made me laugh a lot. Okay. Now we also have a cadmium red hue here.
I like the, well.
Now, here's the thing. Okay, we're going to talk about this. This is wonderful, because the red that I have out here is more in the blue range of things, right? Everybody understand? You have red that is, okay. Yes, okay. Can you see that? See the difference there? This has more blue to it. I think we'll be happier with that, because not only is that going to pump up and make the blue more purple.
See, and I don't agree with this.
It's also going to make the red darker.
I think what would be lovely is if you could use both of those and do a ombre, so it could really showcase just those little differences in what would happen down there.
Screw up a perfectly good print, but I'll do it.
And it's you could easily do this one again.
Yes, this is not.
That's
the time that you want to experiment on something that you don't
It's fairly easy to reproduce.
Okay,
this is a
I can
two-layer
redo this.
print.
But if I've got 4 layers on here, am I going to take a chance on some kind of
No.
willy-nilly,
you know,
experiment? I don't think so.
She don't think so.
I need to get some more tape on here.
Shannon says, what if you use Titan Green Pale? I'll talk through that while she's doing this.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, so what Titan Pale Green is going to do is, because it does have a bit of that green hue to it, it really wouldn't be a terrible choice. Like if you wanted to sort of hold what is there.
Yes.
And then also kind of bump up your bluishness that's happening.
Yes.
And not alter your reds that are there.
Totally.
That would that would be a great option. She usually doesn't go that route. I approve this option because I dig that. You know, it's like you have something down, you want to hold those colors that are there. That's when you move more towards those pastel or even just white or Titan buff. Or if you like what's happening on the plate and you want to hold what's there, that's when you do that. Now this is then if you want to start experimenting and understanding how the different colors are going to interact with one another. Yeah. These are the moments.
This is it. Oh my gosh. I don't know where that came from. I had to soak the thing that I did the other day that I left it.
Yeah. Oh, I think this is going to be fabulous. Now, before she even picks this up, the other thing that I was going to mention is that because these are both reds, anything that is red and just directly to the red is going to get eaten up. That's when I say, like, something's going to get blown out or eaten up. That usually means because you have used the same color or something that is very similar, therefore it is going to be consumed within that color range.
I'm hoping that there's just enough.
Just enough to give a nod.
That you can see it. It looks ghosty.
It whispers through.
It whispers through and it's not screaming at you.
I'm still here.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes. It ate it up.
Ate it up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, that's not to say that whenever she pulls it, maybe more of it is still there. But it ate it up.
Yeah, but see, you can see.
Little bits of it.
And that makes me kind of sad because it was a really beautiful, subtle little print. And I hate to say it, I really should have gone with the blue, the opaque.
Mm-hmm. One of the other things that, like, because how this also happened is that blue was so transparent.
Yes, it was.
That's why it didn't even give any of the red a chance to, you know.
Yeah, it did not.
Yeah,
it did not. Oh well, you know, it's like Mariah said. That isn't one that is so precious. That
hey, and here's the thing: you could come back. You could put down that bluish color
on top of that. Yeah. And
yeah, you could save it.
Yeah.
Or, you know, reenact it. It's like a...
Yeah, this is big.
Mm-hmm.
That's murdery mayhem, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is the big one.
You have 40 minutes basically.
Oh, I think we can make a lot of things happen.
Are you gonna attempt the color combo thing or the color mixing and who's it? What's it? Okay.
Coming up. Buttercup. All right, let's check and see how our... Hey!
Hold it up into the technology so folks can see that it is still kind of bleeding up through there, but...
I mean, I'm running my hand over it and it's not...
Oh, it's dry.
It's dry. Yeah, it's glossy.
It's dry.
It's glossy, folks. So...
A little of the red came through and a little of the yellow.
I just, you know, I'm
interesting.
It's actually not yellow, it's gold. What you're seeing there.
Mm.
There wasn't any yellow, it was just gold.
Okay.
but I think it's interesting. It's certainly more interesting than it was. Let's see what happened with the bubbles.
Bubbles. Bubble, bubble. Trouble, trouble. I'm going to, what am I going to do here? Oh, yeah.
Okay, they're dry too. What you're seeing is you're seeing the brush strokes from prior applications. I think if I went over this with one more.
There we go. See, that's better lighting. Sorry. Still learning the new lamp, y'all.
And now this one is the one that I even think it's kind of I don't like it as well as this one.
The sad bubbles. Dirty bubbles.
Kind of dirty bubbles.
You're kind of washing it.
Dirty water.
Dirty water.
Dirty water. Okay. All right. Well, you know, live and learn.
It did dry quick.
Live and learn. All right. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I don't really know. I just know we're going to mix up some paint here and see if we can get some stuff going here with the two stencils that I identified earlier.
Do you have your card?
I do.
Okay, good.
It's in the back of my... All right, so this is almost...
That's heliotrope.
Heliotrope. And it's probably, it's closer to, I would say, blue violet. Blue violet is what I would say that this is. That may have a little black added to it. This is definitely over here, but now you can see. And when I say this, and I know it's mutilating the card, Mariah's.
Oh, go ahead. No, you do it. That's your card. You do what you need to do, girl.
All right. So.
Oh, here, look. Before you even do that, I got you one better. Right there. Already cut up.
Okay.
Is it enough?
Well, I think.
Okay.
Because I want to put it up right next to.
Yeah.
All right. We've got
now, I would say, once again, you know, when you print something out, colors are always tricky. The screen's already going to make it brighter.
You can see it's more, when you put it over here next to the regular violet, it definitely has more blue in it. So right. I'm saying it is more of the blue violet. And this is the problem that I have with these color names. Why not just color? Why do we have to have
you know
some
what? You
kind
call it
of...
whatever you want to call it right now. Patricia, going forward, any of them?
It's blue violet.
Blue violet.
If you would like
on the card, it's heliotrope.
Yeah. Okay. And so we come over here to the, very obviously, yellow-green. It's intermediate color, yellow-green. And you can see that it's dirtier and it has more yellow.
I will say on the screen, it is a little brighter. This just happens typically when you print things. It just, the paper affects it, you know. Because even just going by the name of it, it said it was bright chartreuse, which we know to be more limey green.
Yeah.
So I would say that that's probably more spot on, like in the color wheel, that yellow green.
That would probably be it.
Yeah.
Okay, now we come to our last color here, which is almost, it's neutral in that it has been neutralized. Because you can see it's not any of these. You know, it's just not. And actually what this is this is indigo.
Yeah.
It's blue with black added to it. So what that is that's taking you into the shades. Okay?
Yeah.
When you put black with a color, you create a shade.
And here's the thing. Here, let's give people...
I'm not finished yet.
Okay. Go ahead.
If you add white, it goes, you call those tints. You add black, it's shades, whites, tints. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So here's what that also tells you, that if in your paint, if you own paint already, look for a navy, Prussian, indigo. You don't have to go by the name of what's on the card. No. I think if you get in the wheelhouse, you're still going to be able to play along and be happy.
Exactly. And you notice when Mariah was using her markers over there the other day, that she took some you know, she made it go in some places that she wanted it to go. Now, I'm going to make this go in some places that I want it to go. Because basically what we have here is we have a triadic, sort of triadic. Actually, it would be this, and this. If you were talking about a triad, you would have your blue-violet, red-orange, and yellow-green. That's a true triadic color mix.
Right.
So we're just going to go with that because I think that these two are close enough here that we can bring this in and feel really good about it.
And we got that in a bottle if you want it, because it's the aura that we love so much.
This is very true. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out, Mariah. Okay. So we'll just leave that little jobber down there.
Shannon says she loves your color lessons.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
She loves to do this.
And I love to do it.
She gets serious. You notice she gets serious.
It's serious.
She don't want me being silly.
I don't want you being silly. And all you have to do, this is all you have to know, Shannon. Yellow is always at the top.
Except for that one time that she didn't do it right. And, or she flipped it around. It's okay.
Yeah.
You can fix it later.
And that's why I always put it in.
Yeah.
In dark. Because this is the first one that you do. Yellow, red, and blue. You flip your triangle. Yellow and blue makes green. Red and yellow makes orange. When you name your intermediate colors, and another word for that is tertiary, I don't like it. My children understood what something meant to mediate, go between. And that became the shape for intermediate. Now, when we went to neutrals, guess what shape the neutrals were? They were tombstone shaped.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that was
and they would draw out their little tombstones.
That's where color goes to die.
And this is where I really, a lot of that, yes, because we would talk about that.
Yes.
Sometimes they would be really, really upset when they were doing their watercolors, and all of a sudden their really beautiful colors were brown. And this is why we would go through and do this. But I have had kids tell me much later, and one of the third grade teachers, her child was in my class when second grade, and he sent me a little note. He always got me the coolest Christmas presents. But he sent me a little note that says, I love coming to art because I get to make neutral colors. Second grade. He loved it. They would sit there and make mixed colors all dadgum day and put little things on their
I think it's, you know, it's one of those kind of scientific-y things, like how Izzy can go down there and just like do the bubble stuff and like seriously, hours she would be entertained.
Yeah. All right, now let's talk about how we're going to get this down and what we're going to use to get it down and make it into a legit color combo here. I would like to pull it with the dark color. Okay. I'm just telling you that right now out of the gate, okay? So I'm going to go with my lightest color first and then go with my purple, violet, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, I'll tell you here, Lydia just said she used indigo, greenish yellow, and permanent violet watercolors for the combo.
There you go. You know, I think that's, I really honestly believe that when you have enough wherewithal to figure that out, it's liberating. Yes. You suddenly know, I don't have to go out and buy a tube of this. Yeah. I can make it. I already have it right here. Yeah. And I think that's, yeah. Anyway, enough of my ranting on color. Let's get on to it and do something here. All right. So I am going to start off with a violet that I have.
Now, while you're doing it, remember
I have to do my yellow green.
And first. Also remember overlapping circles are your mark makers. So just
you thank you. Well, that's
don't have to, but you know.
Okay. So here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down, and then we're going to put our yellow-green down. I'm going to pick that up. That's going to have to dry.
Okay.
Then I'm going to come in with my dots, and I'm going to put them on top of
Hey, Sophia. Hey, cat.
that. And then, oh, what am I going to do? I'm missing a step here. I'm going to have. Okay.
Got it?
Nope.
Nope.
But I will. Okay.
Here's the other thing that you could do with the whole business. You could ombre your dark purple and your indigo. Like, it could be almost, you use it like
use that as a pull color.
One color, but ombre it because they're so close. And that's the tricky part about this particular color combo, is that those two are so similar in hue.
So I made...
Right? In hue.
Yes.
Yes.
They are. Value-wise.
Yeah, value. She likes using that word.
Yeah, hue is your color name. Okay, so maybe what I need to start with here...
I'm a graphic designer, y'all.
Huh?
I just had to throw in, I'm a graphic designer. I know about, like, that's what they call it on the computers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. All right, so basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put down my...
Whatever.
That is not... I wasn't a whatever. I'm getting a bit...
Dude,
can you turn on the AC? I mean... I don't know what the temperature is outside.
Are the windows open? Because I don't want...
All right, so I'm going to change this out a little bit. I'm really glad we had this conversation.
Yeah. Because I think that's a helpful thing.
It is a helpful thing. And here is the other thing. If I put my accent color down, which that's what you're going to call this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to call our red-orange here our accent color. And we're going to put it down here first.
Love it. So
that's going to be what, everything else is going to
be behind.
Now, I'm serious. I know that this may seem like a lot of talky, but the thing about it is, and I need to have something ready to put this off onto, because there's no sense in wasting paint. Okay, let's just pull this back in here. The talky bit is what helps you internalize and make something that someone else has told you. It's almost like you're teaching yourself when you do that dialogue.
Right. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have Mariah here, and y'all, I hope you know how much I do appreciate and value her. I give her a lot of.
That's part of just how we.
It's just part of it, and she knows it's all in good. That we just do that because that's how we work.
For the most part, except for on Monday, sometimes she makes me mad and sad.
And I and sometimes I'm just like, well, you just need to listen to me. All right, there we go. Got some good stuff going here.
Yeah, I like this.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I really appreciated that ombre, even that brayer off that Eddie got today.
Oh my. I loved his industrial landscape. Though.
Yes, that was super fab.
I think that was like my most favorite all day long. Now, I am not sticking this down to the paper. I swear to God, if I do that today.
Oh, Anne, thank you.
I'm just going to shoot myself. Oh, good. I'm getting some of my edges that I spent half an hour cutting out.
Sometimes you think about, like, what people spend their time doing. We all got priorities, right?
Okay, well, we got a good thing going here. I'm not going to mess with any of that. And just, because it's just one layer. 14 layers later, you don't want to leave that on there. But first layer, we're just going to let that dry.
You don't want to clean up the edges or anything?
I'm not going to on that.
Okay, because you got the bubble thing.
Because I got the bubble thing, and it might be
Let the bubble be.
Let the bubble be. All right. So we got to do something else while we're mucking around with that. Let's go ahead and mix our
Oh, see, Sophia says it's a sign of how deep the love is and how well you get each other, that you can be frank with each other. You understand the place it's coming from. Personally, she loves it. Thank you, Sophia. Some days I love it too. Some days, like I said, sometimes I have to tell her she made me sad. And she apologizes. And then that makes me happier.
Yeah, and then I'm really sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen.
She's like, but you know that I'm right.
Well, I do sometimes say that too. She ain't wrong about that. Okay.
You ain't wrong.
Let's scoot just out some good old Prussian here.
Okay, and this is...
Now, what I should be doing, I should be using... Oh, you know what? I'm going to bust out my retarder that I found.
Oh.
And
digging through the drawers.
Digging through the drawers.
She ain't talking about her pants.
Oh, okay. Where'd you go? What drawer did I put you in?
I found it and then I lost it.
Oh, here we are. First one I picked up and just...
Oh, yeah. You were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've got some golden, I think. I don't know. But we don't have to do that because we're going to try some of this new product here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, I have talked to you about, y'all. You know, a lot of times you see me mixing on my plate. This is not one of those times. And I'm going to demonstrate it for you.
Leaves bald spots.
It leaves bald spots.
That's what we call it.
It's going to make you very unhappy. Now, you talk about triple thick here.
And it's funny because it's kind of sad, actually, how long it took us to realize that this is what the situation was. Because we kept saying, why is that?
One spot
there?
Show up there.
Why is that
and,
like
you
that?
know, and when it finally came to I don't know when it was, but it was one of those.
And it took both of us to work it out.
Things. Mm-hmm. Where you're like, oh, seriously?
Yeah, we flirt with winter. That's right, Anne.
We what?
We flirt with it winter here in the Texas area.
Yes.
She's near us, so yeah, we flirt with it as well. It's like, is today, do we need the heat or do we need the AC?
Wait, chili or salad?
Yeah.
Okay, now I need a squirt of black here. And I am going to use my super black. But it's really not anymore because I put airbrush in it so it comes out. I loved it today. Eddie had to whip out his because he didn't have enough paint in his Jenkins.
And I meant to type that out, but I was doing things. Like, I had some laundry things. And then I had to, you know, put the makeup on. Well, I don't have to, but I like it. I got some new makeup coming because my other makeup, I can tell it's been bothering my eyeballs.
Well, this is really jelly. Jelly-y.
Getting jelly.
But
we'd like to see it. Show it to us. Ew. I think it's turned.
Oh, it probably has, but I think I can still pull it out.
It ain't right.
I'm really glad I didn't put this on my plate, though, because I would have been really irked about that. All right, now let's get our little thingy over here and see if we can...
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
Grab one of my little pieces of paper that I've got here and see if we can... Well, that needs a little bit more black.
Oh, and again, I don't think you need to obsess about it too much because you're in the wheelhouse.
I know, but I am.
She wants to get it. Get it.
That's probably, I'll probably end up having to put some more blue out there after all that black, but oh well.
You ain't wrong, Sophia. But like the mascara, when it gets near my eyeballs and if it's starting to get a little like too old. And eyeliner too. We did gray. Sorry. Look at that.
I'm pretty happy about that.
Yes, that's good.
We're gonna go with that, and we can not worry about that drying because why? Because it has retarder in it. We can just set
or
it.
slow drying additive extender. It's known by many names.
It is that. All right, put that right there. I need to clean this off.
Bye, Justin. Thanks for hanging.
Okay, Justin, you'll have to come back and watch and see if I made it.
He's probably working.
Oh.
You know, he's got like work.
Some people have to do that.
Work.
Hate that for them. Okay, let's go with our.
Yeah, it happens.
I've got some things going on here that are not good. I'll just keep turning until they do.
Yeah, it's supposedly like in 3 months.
This is almost spot on, but I think it needs a tiny bit of blue.
Yeah, and you might even just use a little of the blue that you made up.
Well, here's what I'm thinking.
Or just by
I'm just gonna do it because the place where it overlaps there. I think we're gonna have this.
It'll prove the point.
Okay. So we've got that. We don't need to put any hooty-doo on that. All right, our Liquitex stuff is getting a little bit.
Turning.
It's turning. I need to use that. But well, you can do that. And I don't know how this all went in this drawer, but I know it did go in that drawer. It's just not going in that drawer.
You can work that out later.
Oh, we'll work that out later. Okay, put this over here so I don't see if we're dry enough to.
And yes, this is all part of the Maker's Color Combo, January 26th. The colors are Pageant Blue, Bright Chartreuse, Heliotrope, and the mark making element is overlapping circles. You want to know more about that?
Orange is not quite dry. I don't feel comfortable putting a stencil on top of it.
And P is adding in, it's just a little special element called a complementary color with a bit of pop. Rather than using perhaps the black, white, or metallic as an option, she's going to go with complementary color.
Yeah.
Because we're just complementary over here.
Mariah and I've talked about this, and
we did. Do you remember what I said?
White.
I thought that we had actually gone with a pearly color because it needs to be backlit a little bit. And it should give it that little bit of oomph to give it a little more interest.
What?
So you could even do like one of the pearly ones. So the violet or the blue one. I think either one would be fine.
Oh, you're talking about the iridescent. The era.
Because it'll help. Because it does like what a white would, but then it also reflects, which then gives it that.
Well,
depth.
I've got this plain pearly.
Yeah.
But now the plain pearly, but I think that's okay because I think we both said I'm gonna have to do some pencil work here anyway.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I have my range of values isn't going to allow me to get my results here. If I go dark, I lose all of this. Is a similar situation of the red while ago. If I go with red, those reds out there, they're going to disappear. Everybody on board with that? You understand that? Okay, so I think that this is a good choice. It's the metallic white. And we're doing this so that we can wait for
our orange dots.
Our orange dots to dry properly.
Well, the other thing you could do on the orange dots is just lay down a tissue and lift it up real quick just to get it dried up. And then they might be a little more interesting too, just a little more distressing.
Yeah, I don't think I think
she didn't want that.
I really want them
she didn't like that idea.
I really want them to be very dark.
Okie dokie.
And very polka dotty.
Might go over today. We want to finish this.
And if I'd really been, not cleaning, I could have had that all
worked out. But that's all right.
But you wouldn't have got to see, and we couldn't have talked about.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have talked about it all, and I might have put down the wrong color first. I might have made the dots dark.
She might have used cheddar. That ain't gonna be the one that we wanted. If you want to know about that, you can look that up over there and get note up on our website, PMisms.
Okay, I think that this is good. Now, the white part of the skull, the edge of the skull there, that's where we're going to have to come in with some reestablishment of the lower jawline of the skull.
Hello, Mary. Wow.
Or we could even come in. Oh, I've got some ideas.
And this is the Milagro skull from the ATC set of 9 by Paula.
And we're going to allow that to dry completely so that we get every bit.
Karen just said
up.
she wants she wants ... I feel you, P. She loves. Karen is a firm believer and supporter and user of pop dots. And when you want your dots to dot.
Yeah, and you don't want them to be partial.
Yeah.
No partial dot. It must be a whole dot.
Yeah. All the dots.
All the dots. All right. So, what are we doing here? What do I got? Oh, why did I put that there?
I don't know.
Oh, here. Got another one to pull. And I had some more of these that I forgot to show you. Did I show you these? Can't remember what I did with them.
Ooh. I love that one.
See, you can just see I lost my frame.
Yeah, but I think it's fine. I like it.
And if you didn't know that was what I was trying to do, you would say, "Oh, this is a really."
If you were here about 3 or 4 streams ago, then you know that that's what was trying to be achieved. But if you didn't, you're just showing up today. You're like, that's a mighty fine print there, Pete.
Yeah, but the frame kind of, you can kind of see hints of it. It totally got lost over there. I cannot explain to you why that happened.
Got eaten up.
Eaten up.
We need to add that to maybe PMisms.
But I do think that this is a lovely color combination here, and the little bit of shiny business around each little.
Waka chaka.
I know. I'm waiting for it to show up over yonder.
It's beautiful.
All right. Well, glad I looked around and saw that and said, "Oh yeah, I was going to pull that." That in the trash. What else we got here? Oh, we can do something with this. Now, remember my stencil I was working with the other day?
Mm-hmm.
That I left it on there and it...
Yeah.
Okay, well, I tried to get it off, but I left it on too long.
Yeah.
You need to get after it right away. Don't let it set up because it's in yonder in the shower.
Soaking. Thinking about itself.
And
what it has done.
Okay, so I've got this really nice little coppery background here.
Those are leftovers.
So we're going to do a bit of a mashup here.
Okay.
While we're waiting for do I have to? I'm not running.
This is Eyes Go Round by Carrie. It's like circles and circles. So if you wanted to just get your circles on, this is it. All right, let's see. This is overlapping circles built in. And I really, sometimes I get mad at this because it doesn't. Well, you designed it, so.
I know, but the lines are not. It's hard to get stuff down in it. And then when I put this down, and now I'm going to be pulling up.
I know.
I didn't. Good. I'm going to turn this around, and I think I'm not going to use that.
This is Dancing Graffiti. Also designed by P.
Yeah.
And it comes in stencil form and that you can get it just like this. You don't even have to cut it. Sometimes we do it for y'all. Yeah, sometimes. Bye, Nancy Lee. Thanks for hanging. Now what?
I don't know. I'm just looking through my offerings here. See, that repeats the circles. Well, let's turn it over.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you really can't.
That brown's throwing me off.
Yeah.
Makes me sad. Oh, that makes me happier, though. That looks pretty good. There's happiness happening on the other side.
Well, I could use my other one. It's a different brown.
I got brown, and brown.
I like me some brown. Okay. See if we can just keep those right here, just in case. Okay, I think we're all right with that. All right, now we had, and I lost them. I put them away. Oh, well, it's fine.
Lizette says this looks promising.
Thank you. Okay, so to kind of try and really, you know, I think about things when I should be sleeping or whatever.
I do. The other day, like, the reason I was able to do the stamping layout the way I kind of did, and I knew which stamps to go looking for, as I had seriously thought about it, like, a lot.
And the whole thing about it is, when I do this kind of, what I really think is sometimes is overthinking things. It definitely is. Just can't make things go back where I want them. I need a new method of paint storage, but you know, I just
got 10 minutes. Are we going to go over?
We're probably going to go over.
Then I'm not going to obsess about that.
Okay, and if you don't want to stay, we'll understand if you've got other things to do.
Just make sure you've thumbsy upsied if you've, you know, hung out and you enjoyed it and you want to come back and do things.
Yeah, that.
And if you haven't chatted in the chat, then that means, I don't know, you need to subscribe in order to chat.
This is very true.
I have it set that way.
This is very true. Okay, we're going to get some a different yellow here going.
And Susan, I don't know if it's gonna change. Like, YouTube has done the weird thing where, like, you can't, just because you change the vanity, that's what they call it, not that, anyway, sorry. I don't know if it'll show up that way or not. Or it might take time. We're all very disappointed with this whole, you know, handle business. Super annoying. This is what happens when you mix ketchup and mustard. You make sriracha. Not really. That was good. Ooh, I even like kind of how it did a little heavier, you know, in between them.
Yeah.
That was nice.
It's working out pretty good, isn't it?
Oh, you can. All right. Well, that's good to know. Mine was what it was, so I didn't have to change.
Alrighty.
You rock, Nancy. Thank you. Ooh, love that.
I know.
And basically what she made here, even though I was joking about the whole ketchup and mustard, is she made her own red orange, basically. And actually it kind of goes cheddar in some places, still some mustard in others, and, you know. Makes me want a hot dog.
Yeah, I want a real one.
Versus a fake one.
Well, versus a, I had another you know, the
sausage.
The sausage. They're more sausage than they are.
Yeah, it's different.
All right, let's test out dots here.
Oh, that was good, Eric.
Yeah, I think we're. I mean, you know, I don't know. We may have an issue here, but I'm hoping not. Okay, so the next color we're putting down here, and I I can mix that up real quick here, because it's not going to be a real problemo. I just keep turning this piece of paper over here so that you can see what I'm mixing here.
Well, we only see the little edge there.
You only see the little edge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we need...
What? Jeanette has never had, and this is new, Jeanette, has never had a corn dog.
Oh my goodness.
Now, I mean, do you like hot dog? If you like hot dogs, then I don't understand why you wouldn't have a corn dog. But if you don't like hot dogs, then there's really no sense in having a corn dog. That seems logical, right?
I wonder if we can have Mr. Castle. That just
Eddie's never had a corn dog.
Mercy.
Have y'all not been to the fair or, Texas?
Texas?
That was funny. Because we both
okay. So we're opacifying.
Some people eat their corn dogs.
Do we want to do that though? Yeah, we do. We do. We're opacifying our transparent.
Goodness, so many people have not had corn dogs.
Well, they're probably horrible for you.
Oh, 100%.
That's probably what makes them so wonderful. Yes. I'm going to see if I can talk Ben into.
Mo's not. Well, yeah, like she said, she's a vegetarian, but you could still have one of those fake ones. I don't know if it's worth it, but I mean, anything fried is worth having at least once, right?
Okay, well, here we go. We've got not enough mixed up here to make happen what we want to happen. I'm going to open this up and
They even have some of these new places around here that, like, I don't know if they are Korean, but the Korean people, I'm pretty sure they're Korean. They do, like, different kinds of crazy corn dogs.
Okay, this is a bit gooey. And, it's kind of like chunky.
Yeah.
And it may do some very interesting things that we had not anticipated out here in our...
Because it's old paint.
It's old paint.
It's turning.
But it's really a good color.
Yeah.
See?
It's very much in the wheelhouse of the bright chartreuse.
Yeah. And we're just going to keep mushing it around out here until it gets mixed up. I need to use this. Remind me to use that. I don't.
No, Eric.
Okay, so here we are. And you can see the solidified color there.
The chunks.
The chunky monkey color there. But once we start getting it integrated, you just have to keep working it, baby. Just keep working it.
Work it.
Bit like mincing garlic here. Okay, I think that we have achieved our goal.
You feel like your dots are...
It's not as dirty, but as Mariah said, this is slightly duller than what it appeared on the screen.
Correct.
Okay.
Bye, Adrian. Thanks for hanging. Exactly, Sophia. Yep. Oh, I just love this. I love this. Karen, still here, girl? Are you loving this? Of course, she has to love it because she is a lover of the pop dots.
All right. So remember we will do some crap taping
on that.
Hey, Eddie, and I think that is what made the industrial landscape today.
Very impressive.
I mean, very impressed with that. Of course I am. I gotta clean off my palate.
I don't like. I will not eat the hot dog with both mustard and ketchup together.
Oh, no ketchup. No ketchup.
But
that's an
abomination. One half can have the ketchup and one half can have the mustard. The two shall not meet, except for maybe a little bit there in the middle. But I'm okay with that.
I don't think you should ever put ketchup on a hot dog. You should only have mustard.
I used to feel that way.
And relish and very finely chopped.
She likes
onion.
like a Chicago dog with a pickle and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? With a pickle, or is it a
Relish,
peppercini?
relish.
And they put a peppercini on it sometimes. I don't know. That's how they do it at Sonic. I'm very disappointed with the Sonic around here, by the way. I don't know. Whoever's managing the one near the house here is very disappointing.
Well, I don't know that I got the opacity that I really wanted. I should have.
But that's okay.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
We get the point, though. We know what's happening.
Put more white.
Because here's what's gonna happen. So our lesson,
we're gonna lose our chartreuse.
Our lesson earlier.
But here's, let me show you on the paper, and I've got to get it off there right now because it's. See what we have here? Isn't that lovely?
It is. See, in certain areas, it's spot on.
It's going to not be that. It's because when I put the other stuff on top of it, I'm going to lose that altogether. Okay, I got another idea, but you're not going to see it today because this is going to require overnight drying, because this, I think that one of the reasons this is bushy is because it has retarder.
Yes.
Mixed in.
I think maybe what would also be fun here, just a little thought. Once that does dry, come back with the pop dots.
In the chartreuse.
In the chartreuse. So
and
that way it's kind of like a...
offset them so that they go in between. Oh, good idea, Mariah. I love that.
Okay.
That is a winner chicken dinner. And that is what will happen here, folks, that you will see and look at us ending up at 5 o'clock. I'll leave this out here so that you can...
That thing is bright.
Look at these lovely stencils and perhaps, you know, purchase them if your little heart desires. Let me get this down over here, because this is such a lovely brayer off. And
Candy says that their grocery store here in Texas, which we're getting an HEB right up the road, we're very excited about.
Very excited about that.
Sells their version of a breakfast corn dog. Wonderful. I get them as a treat every now and then, and we will be doing that as well.
We used to have breakfast hot dogs at school.
Did you?
And it was a pancake wrapped around a hot dog with syrup.
Good God. See, these are the things that happen in Texas. I don't know if it happens elsewhere, but, you know, definitely in Texas.
Chicken and waffles, too.
We do some chicken and waffles. But that kind of came in from, you know, the Carolinas. Yeah. By the way, if you were in South Carolina, you need to be voting. Hopefully it's not too late, but you know, there are special elections going on right now. And in Virginia. So, get your vote on, y'all. Do your duty.
Yeah.
Things are happening. All right, my friends.
Shake your booty out to the...
Yes. And if you know somebody, call them and let them know, hey.
Yeah, and if they need a ride, give them a ride.
All right. We shall be back here. It is Tuesday. We will be back here on Thursday with thoughts. Might have lots of thoughts. Might be ranty. Who knows? Trying to keep positive because there's just enough going on.
Absolutely, yes.
Don't need to be ranting about things, but you know. All right. So, yes, we will be back on Thursday. Head on over there to Makers if you haven't, and do the things there that you need to do, which is, you know, hook up with people and talk to people about things and swap things and all that business. Till then, we'll see you on Thursday and love you.
Like a
long haul. Bye, guys.
Bye.